Match has just kicked off. We'll be waiting to see who will be crowned as the champions. Now we shift focus. We talk about hockey, and it's all about Twinkle Hockey Club's journey. They've been in existence for less than 3 years, but they're already making waves when you talk about hockey in the country, and we want to get to know how their journey has been so far and what does the future hold for this young club. Joining me to take a look at this is Sheila Magare. Good afternoon, Sheila. How are you?
Good afternoon.
You said the other name is Mash.
Mash. Yes.
Mash. Why Mash?
Magare Sheila.
Oh,
yeah.
Good to have you. Welcome to Scoreline. And we also have Elizabeth Ndungu. Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm very fine. Good to have you. And Desmond Boy, of course, the founder of Twinkle Club. Welcome to Scoreline, Desmond.
Thank you.
Good to
Thank you
have
for having
you.
us here.
It's good to have you, the three of you here. Talk to us about Twinkle Club's journey. Let's begin. You had a game in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes. You were playing Blazers.
Yeah, we played Blazers.
How was it?
The match was tough. We had chances. They also had chances. They utilized their chances, but we didn't manage to score. But the game was fair. Yeah.
Yes. Elizabeth, you are a fairly young team around, and even you take a look at the age of the players in Twinkle, you are playing against some, if not the most experienced players that we have in the country. How does it feel going toe-to-toe with them?
It feels great. It feels awesome. Doesn't mean just because you're older, you'll have to step down, or because you're younger, you have to step down. It's all a matter of confidence and going through and building the force. Yeah.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for that. Now, Desmond, let's begin. Where did you get this idea that, you know what, let me begin a hockey club?
Yes.
Of course, you are not new to hockey, the hockey circles in the country.
Absolutely.
But where did that idea come from?
No, it's just about looking around and interest in sport. I have a lot of interest in sports philanthropy, so I thought that how about we put together a team which is basically an academy that is able to support the young ones to be able to play the sport that they love. And here we are. We have some 30 girls that are having a very good run in the sport at the Premier League level.
Yes.
Barely 2.5 years old. Yes.
2.5 years old into this journey that you started, and you are having players all who are under the age of 25. I mean, it's not easy, you know, taking care of such a young team.
Yes, you know, this is a Gen Z squad. Yes, we recruit from ages 17 to 25. That is a policy that we have within the club. It is very intentional. What we are showing the country and we are showing the world that it is possible for these young ones to play against the high and mighty, those who have played hockey for the last 20, 15 years old. And we are so far running a very good story. First attempt, within a few months, podium finish against giants.
Yes.
We are basically the youngest club in the country in terms of formation. Second attempt, number 2, podium finish and promotion to Premier League.
Yes.
So this is a podium finish team that you know we have together.
So you're basically saying that if you're an experienced player, you can't join Twinkle?
No, we are saying that we are molding our players for...
She's shaking her head. She's saying you can't.
No. She's shaking her head because experience is not really about the number of years in this case. Experience, we define experience in terms of tact and skill. So some of these girls have played hockey from, you know, Form 1.
Yes.
So 4 years run at high school level. I mean, then another 4 years at the university or X number of years at the university. So that's good experience. It's only that we do not recruit elite players. You know, those players that play for the national team that you see their names you know, mentioned around. No.
Yes.
We build those elite players from within. Yes.
Building elite players from within.
Yeah.
Sheila, rather Mash, What made you join hockey? Why not football?
Well, it's because of the parents at first.
Yes.
So when I was young, I wanted to really play football, but my dad used to say it's a boy sport. And when I joined high school, so that's when I got the interest to play hockey.
Yes.
Because it's really, it engages the mind, not only the body. You have to be smart to play hockey. It's not just moving around with the stick. There's actually tactics. There's a lot put in place, and I love challenge. So that's what made me join hockey.
Yes. Elizabeth, what made you join hockey?
My inspiration comes from a movie I was watching. I watched it immediately after my KCPE, and I wanted to know what is hockey. In KCPE, it is immediately after next is Christmas. So during Christmas, I watched ice hockey. Then I had a field hockey. I started my journey through in high school, and tried joining it in campus. But God was good. I found a very awesome club that is Twinkle, and I joined Twinkle.
Yes, Desmond, there's this gap that you're seeking to bridge. I mean, as you said, once you have young girls finish high school, there is that gap that is there that, for them to find a club is very hard. Yeah. But that is something that you want to bridge in the country.
Absolutely. We every January and February, we run a national trial, recruitment, where we invite girls from across the country, those who have just cleared their Form 4, or those who are in their final year at secondary level.
Yes.
And what we do is that we have a coaching staff that carry out these trials for like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
And what we are trying to implement is to close that bridge of high school into university, or university outside university as much as possible, so that there's a continuum of of playing, right from the time you start playing in hockey in high school, for example, and there is no gap. It is something that I'm seeing is really working for us, because we have seen, for example, in our run last year, we had two of our players were picked for the national team.
The one that was Namibia?
Yes.
Right?
No. That was last year.
Oh, that was
in
last year.
Egypt, under 21. Then we have also just sent, just the other day in Namibia, we sent 2 of our players. Yes, our captain and defense.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's working.
The model.
We are contributing to the national team as young as they are.
The model is working.
Absolutely.
Mash, have you ever thought of playing for the national team
Yes,
on
so
the
many
elite
times.
level?
So many times. Yeah,
And what are you doing to, make it to representing, wearing that flag?
Well, I've tried my best to gain all the skills that I can, all the discipline, because it's not all about the tactics. You also have to be disciplined. They look all around, but time is not on my side. I work, so I try managing work, balancing work and sports. Now, I wanted to be at the training, but right now I'm from Mombasa. So the president funds me from Mombasa up to here. So I can't attend the national team training. That's also another challenge. If only the training could take place in other counties, then
it could have been easier.
Yes.
Yes. Liz, I believe you have amongst, in the team, you have one of the most experienced, or rather one of the most decorated players that we have in the country. We've had in the past. She's not a player at the moment, I believe. Helen.
Helen.
Yeah, she's the most decorated female hockey player in Kenya's history. What do you guys get to learn from her?
We get to learn a lot. She's our team manager, and she treats us like a mom would.
Yes.
She gives us, she watches our matches, and she gives us that momentum to go, that despite having it difficult, you can still push through. She gives us some skills. She's a player who can do a lot. She can be a defender, a midfielder, and a forward. She has a lot that, as a young player, you can look up to. She gives some skills. There are skills like today I've utilized one in the pitch and I was happy, and I'm pretty sure she'll tell me I loved how you did it. She teaches one or two skills to us, which is great, and we're happy to have her.
Have you ever watched videos of her when she was in her prime?
I've watched
Because she was lethal.
Yeah, I've watched one, and she's still lethal right now. As long as you put the ball to her stick,
Yes.
she'll deliver a very swift pass, the correct pass, one that has intensity, and it's a very correct pass. I'm looking up to playing like her.
You're looking up to playing like her. But Desmond, there's something that Mash has mentioned here.
Yeah.
She's working, she stays in Mombasa,
Yeah.
and she has to come to Nairobi. And you also are a man of many hats. You have to run this club.
Yes.
You have to do your writing. You have to do your monitoring and evaluation. I mean, how do you get to manage all this?
Like I said, it's about passion and positive intention. We draw our players from across the country. We call them diaspora players.
Yes.
And for example, if we have a match like today, we have to bring in a player from Eldoret, from Mombasa, from Nyeri. We bring them in.
Yes.
We have a very dedicated team. I mean, Marsh will, for example, travel on a Friday into Nairobi and travel back on a Sunday night into Mombasa and report to work on Monday. So that is it. It is quite a bit of push on their side, but the passion that they have, they are upbeat about this.
Yes.
Apart from that, I also do my other things, and mine is to just help them blend, to blend all the few things that I'm doing out here. I write for you people.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Opinion pieces.
Yes, it's not easy, having in mind that hockey is also an expensive sport. I mean, getting all the equipment that they need, to be ready for games and all these, logistics. You have to make sure. How do you manage to get, funds and resources that can, keep the team alive?
We sacrifice. Yes, we just sacrifice. So far, we do not have sponsors that are putting in money as such. We are talking to a few of our friends to put in money into this. Hockey is a very expensive sport, as you rightly say.
Yes.
And the reason why we have a fundraising dinner sometime in October this year, to talk to the corporate, world, to talk to the publics, to talk to sports philanthropists to come and assist these young ones to be able to play the sport that they love. For now, we will just say that it's sacrifice on our part to really push this. The girls also really sacrifice. I mean, the 100 shillings, the 50 shillings that they have, they use it to get to the field to play and to buy some water to drink while they're, to quench their thirst as they play. Yes.
Briefly, tell us about Nyota International Festival that is coming up in October.
One of the most important events in our calendar this year. So this is an annual event. We started the Nyota first edition in 2023 when we were just a few months old after being formed. We saw a gap. Sports people hardly talk about cancer. These are meant to be fit people. These are meant to be good people that, do not necessarily suffer from such diseases. And we thought that that is a very dangerous situation that we are in as sports people. So we saw as a club that how about we rally the country, we rally the health facilities to say something about cancer. And in our first run, we had quite a number of people being screened.
Yes.
Now, we are going to be having Nyota third edition sometime between 3rd and 5th of October this year. This is about cancer awareness. It's breast and prostate cancer. And this is very dear to us. We are basically rallying the sporting community and the public to be told that, you can prevent cancer. And if you have been diagnosed with cancer, you can still get help. So it's not just the sporting community alone, but we are bringing the country together. We are also inviting international teams to come in and be part of this. In our first edition, we had a team from Uganda that came in. We are inviting Africa-wide teams to come in and play sport as we disseminate this. So this is crucial for us and for the country.
In October,
In
of
October,
course. Yes,
yeah.
looking forward to that. Now, Mash and Liz, probably as a team, and I know you engage amongst yourselves as a team, you know, when probably do you think that you're going to win the league?
When?
Yes.
We're just stepping into the Premier. So it's like the first time in 2023 when I joined this team.
Yes.
I was still in campus from Eldoret, and you know, tunajiweka. You know, it's the first time. It's the first time.
It's the
like
first time
baby
in
steps.
in the Premier League.
Yeah, now it's the first time in Premier League, and you know, people are watching us, are saying, "Let us hear from Twinkle," because we are very famous.
Yes.
They call us wasichana nowadays. We are very famous. So like
Yes.
we are baby steps. So probably we've not done well in the first leg. We have one more match to finish the first leg tomorrow, but the second leg, I know we are going to be better.
Fortunes are going to be overturned. Liz, is there pressure now that it's your first season in the Premier League? You podiumed in the Super League. Is there pressure, you know, to keep the momentum going?
Yeah, there is pressure. But one thing I also remember asking during our first training session this year and this season was, yes, we've got into the Premier League.
Yes.
Yay, and I feel happy about it. But what do we have to do? There is a lot of pressure. We're now realizing, yes, I had some skills that made me go through the Super League. Now what do I have to change, or what do I have to improve, or what do I have to include in my basket to go through this Premier League? We want to press on and have a podium finish. It is still possible that we can have a podium finish despite having lost a couple of matches and drawing some. We're looking forward to being the youngest team that can withstand a blow. Yeah.
Okay, and Desmond, as we wrap up, what does the future hold for Twinkle?
Brilliant. We are getting a bus for this club. Yeah, we have invited a number of people for a fundraising dinner at Serena on the eve of Nyota. Nyota begins on 3rd. We will be hosting a fundraiser on 2nd of October. It's a cocktail evening where we will be calling our friends, the corporates, to come in and support us get a bus. This is a very futuristic, a very promising club. We have decided that we want to run Twinkle the way EPL clubs are run. We want Twinkle to be the Arsenal, the Manchester United, and the Chelseas of this country in terms of how they are run, in terms of how we do our things. Yeah, so Twinkle has a very tight and well-organized governance team that does things across off and on pitch. And what I would summarily say about the club is that as long as the girls are still passionate about the game, as long as they're still available to play the game, we will support them to be able to play the sport that they like. So the future is in Twinkle. And we invite young ones across the country, if you want a club where you can really belong, a club where you can grow, and a club that plays at the top tier, and yet a very young club by age and by formation, then Twinkle is the place. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Desmond Boy, of course, the founder of Twinkle Hockey Club, and Sheila Magare, aka Mash, and Elizabeth Ndungu, aka Liz. Thank you for making time, of course, after having a very tough match in the morning, to come and talk to us about, what the future holds when you talk about Twinkle Hockey Club, and of course the Nyota International Festival that will be happening in October. Right about now, I want us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be crossing over to Meru County, where the Lewa Marathon 2025 edition took place in the morning, and Davis Mberia will be giving us more information on who emerged as the winners. That will be after the break.